Nobody noticed us, nobody gave a shit. But the bigger we get, the more we're taking from other people.
What up, world? It's your boy Q, here to make that judging video. Now, we're going to go in the order that we went for the regular competition video, so without further ado, let's go. So the first person that spit was Woodrow Star.
These the way things are, the way they gonna be. Real recognize real, so real niggas gon' fuck with me.
Now, when we talk about Woodrow Star, to me, personally, he's a true artist. What he brought to the table this round, he brought performance, he brought that aggressiveness, he brought charisma. He had a certain charisma that, to me, the other contestants really didn't have. His charisma was top notch. He had some bars in there, like the AP Viking bar.
If you a dog, then I might go fit. Like racial murder, no type of shit. Spend 50 racks on this AP, and I ain't talking about no Viking bitch, and that's ill.
But for the most part, his verse was really well put together. What I didn't like about his verse, however, is how he ended it. You started off real strong, you started going through, then you just ended your round on a real quiet pace. If you're gonna throw a shout out for your team, make sure it's a hard shout out. Make sure you give an MOB that real tough shout out. It was just like, and it's MOB. The walkaway was nice, but you ended really weak. So because of that, you got a 9 from me.
Alright, this you got the juice round 2. First up, we got Woodrow Star. He stepped it up. Energy was there, the flow was there. I really like the 23 bullshit finish. Like, that was a real dope Jordan flip. You got a 9 from me.
What's going on, Hype fans? It's Kendrick State Rapping Reynolds. This is my review video for You Got the Juice round 2. First, I would just like to thank all the competition for stepping it up this round. I feel like y'all really stepped it up and brought it this round, so let's go ahead and jump into it. I just want to say Woodrow Star is probably the most improved over the round, so appreciate that, and now I see why you're in this competition, and keep bringing it like that, and it's going to be a hard decision for me in the end. So Woodrow Star's favorite line for me was 50 racks on this AP, no Viking shit. That was a good line for me. I like that. And the only negative I would have to say is keep it 100 all the way through. I mean, you showed us. It's like you got some fire and you kept it. And then at the end, you knew you killed it. So it's like you slowed it down a little bit. So I just want to keep it all the way through it. So Woodrow Star ended up getting a 9 for me also.
I'm a monster, a beast on these fucking beats. I left Middletown and still run the fucking streets. A lot of rappers talking, they don't want no fucking beat. Don't gamble with your life, cause when I play for fucking keep.
Okay, y'all, next up is SK the Outlaw. To be honest, I really liked your round 1 way better than your round 2. In my opinion, you're a very strong storyteller. That's your strong point. And this round pretty much puts you in this position that I feel that and this is just my opinion, I feel that you're not really too strong in, but that's just me. You did have some good bars in there. To me, they were just jabs. There's no real haymakers in there. But your flow and the way you wrote the beat was nice. However, you also did, for the second time, pre-recorded your verse. And because of that, we have to take a lot of points off for you. With that being said, if you're going to do special effects, don't add flat lines and stuff like that. That was kind of corny, just to be honest. But overall, a good verse. Just stick to your strong points. Stick to what you know. You know what I'm saying? Don't try to be something else you're not. Because when you try to be something else you're not, it takes you out your comfort zone and you don't produce a fully polished verse. And I feel like this round, it wasn't your best. Your round 1 was way better. And because of that, I had to give you a 6.
SK the Outlaws next up. The Tiger Woods line was dope. Super Bowl line was dope.
I'm Russell Wilson, throwing shots, you Malcolm Butler intercepting it. 2015 Super Bowl, winning play, I just referenced this.
Definitely had energy in your verse. What impacted your score and what kind of counted against you was the pre-production. And the intro and the flatline took up a lot of your time in your verse. So you got a 6 from me.
The only negative about SK the Outlaw is that I would like to see his punchlines go a little bit harder and see what else he has to create of. I feel like his video is short this round, but only because of the edits. I mean, if he put as much energy into the edits as he does into his bars, who knows what he can do. Like, so I think he can do it, because not most people can make edits that he makes. So, you know, SK the Outlaw ended up getting a 7 from me. His favorite line for me was Russell Wilson throwing shots, you Malcolm Floyd intercepting it. I mean, that just happened, so, you know, it was up to date. The only negative is you really didn't have to explain it too much. I mean, it just happened, so we know what you're talking about. So SK ended up getting a 7 from me.
Nigga, I thought you wanted to see a Star War. I started loading up chopper rounds, ready to leave a nigga in a pit making Chewbacca sounds. But again, nigga, you gave me this. Let's just say you owe me one. Cause the force is with me, my nigga, I'm a star. But it's Obi-Wan.
Alright, next up is Young C. Now, Young C, hands down, had just banana bars. Like we let's just go through some of them. He had the Cowboy DeMarco bar.
I had a reputation of a wild boy. KB, I carry wild toys, throw bullets wherever DeMarco with the 9 on me like a cowboy.
Just crazy. He had the Eagle Shady with the handoff, crazy. The T.O. bar, that was nice. Hawks, nice. He even did the Marshawn Lynch hand on my, you know what I'm saying, just nice. Just bars throughout the whole round. It was real fluent. His delivery was on point. However, I had to take off 1 point from him because when he was rapping through, it was at this one point when he was holding his laptop, I think it was, and he was jerking his laptop, and it was kind of messing up his flow. It was getting real pitched, and it was getting kind of messy. So his round got a little messy at that point, and because of that, I had to take a point off because I take points off of other people's rounds for that. So with that being said, you would have had a 10 in my opinion, but because of that, I had to give you a 9. We're looking for the perfect verse, and because of that, it wasn't the perfect verse. So next time, just take into account that your actions, the way you move. If you got your laptop on your lap, it could affect the way you come off. But besides that, just bananas round. Overall, good round. I really don't have nothing bad to say about it.
Young C, he's another person that stepped it up. Get a lot of jabs, a lot of haymakers in there in his verse. I'm saying the 12th man and the Hawks fan line was ill.
Big guns, my style, boy. Shoot anything that's a noun, boy. My 12th man ain't a Hawks fan, but it's known for making that loud noise, yeah.
Flow switch, you switched up your flow like at least I think 2 or 3 times in one verse, so that was dope. I'm saying you got a 9 from me.
Young C, I appreciate you bringing the energy. I mean, that's all I can basically say. You basically just made nothing but improvements. I don't have anything really negative to say. The favorite line that Young C said for me had to be the carry the Eagles plus some shady with the handoff line. That was a good line. So Young C ended up getting a 9 from me.
Niggas wanna see my demise, but ain't no downfall without the existence of gravity. I be where the moon and sun and Saturn be. I'm a star, bitch. Pockets on swole, got me walking around like my knees missing cartilage.
Next up, Mike G. Mike G's verse. Bar for bar, he had the best round. And I know some of you guys might disagree with me, but if you take out his flow and everything else that was wrong and you just listen to his bars and you break them down like we should, bar for bar, he had the best round. Like, I'll call it audible on your audio. He had the whole Space Jam scheme, which was crazy. In fact, he was the only contestant that used schemes.
Y'all all seem so talented, till they brought a monster to the ball game. My first jam was out of space and made y'all all sound lame.
In this competition, and that takes a lot to do. That takes a lot of work. So that just tells me how strong his penmanship is. Problem is, I feel like as Kenny said in the last judging video, I feel like he write his verse and then try to rap it over the beat instead of writing his verse for the beat, and that really hurts you. That really hurts him, in my opinion, because if it's hard to listen to you, your bars don't hit as hard as they should, or they don't hit at all. So because I do things like this, half his round was good, and not in the sense of the time. I mean, half his round that's completely structured was good, and the other half was bad. I gave him a 5. 5 strictly off the bars. The other 5, the 5 he lost because he was lacking in so many other categories. So but I really feel like he'll be a great ghostwriter or acapella ciphers and stuff like this. But you gotta work on being on the beat, man.
Mike G. The Monstars line was dope. Also the audio with the audible with the audio that was slept on. You know what I'm saying? I noticed it. The only thing that impacted your verse was the delivery. You got a 6 from me.
Followed by that, we have Mike G. Now, Mike G has everything that we're looking for. It's just the delivery is lacking of on his creativity to put it on the beat, I guess. What he's saying, his punchlines, they go in, but it just doesn't hit home because it's not going well together. It's not mixing well together. The best thing that Mike G did that I like the most is that he included more than just 2 sports. I mean, he threw a tennis line in there. He threw a hockey line in there. He threw the shows that do sports interviews and sports games and everything like that. So
Pardon the interruption, but I audible on your audio. Skip over your first take.
appreciate that. Mike G ended up getting a 5 from me.
I just got him laying in the street dead as a motherfucker. Just got him laying.
News fast on the screen, CNN steady making this a horror show. Looking to the facts. Racism is a lie, cause it's in people's eyes when they walk into somebody that's black. And that's whack. So my niggas still looting, my niggas still strapped. My niggas so tired of this cowardless victim shit, mental entrapment, you niggas in trap.
Last but certainly not least, rounds 1 leading scorer, C Peasy. Round is just crazy. I don't know what else to say about his round. It was just crazy. The introduction to his round, his first few bars when he was talking about other rappers making excuses, I took that as him calling the other contestants out, in my opinion. But that's just me. I don't know if that's what he was saying or not, but that's how I took it. But how he started, that had me on the edge of my seat ready to listen to the rest of his round.
Say I got the juice now. Hey, I got potential to make all you rappers make up an excuse now.
And when he got to that Ben Gate bar, whew, that was it. Like, that was it. Like, Peasy round was amazing. If there's anybody in this contest, if there's anybody in this contest right now who I see has the full package as of now, it would be him. However, I had to take a point off of your scoring because you did the same thing this round that you did last round. Is that time it feel like you feeling your flow and you getting into it, and then you start veering off the subject or the theme. And your last one, I think your last like last 6 bars had nothing to do with sport themes. You didn't add a sport bar or nothing about sports, you know. It was still dope. It was still cold. It was just absolutely nasty, but because of that, we had to take a point off. So again, in the future, as this competition progresses, I think you need to really look into that staying on subject, because that could affect you from winning this whole thing, because you never know how hard your contestants might come. And one of them almost got a 10, so he would have beat you in my scoring lane. But besides that, definitely a 9. Definitely a 9.
Last up, Peasy. I'm saying he set the bar super high. I'm saying the Popovich syndrome. Jordan U. Horan, Michael Sampline.
You know why I'm here, I don't need no more proof. On the block, I get blocks like the Kimbe. Catch you slipping like Russell, it's MJ. Like Jordan, I'm scoring you horn. You more Michael Sam shit, you been gay.
The Marshawn Lynch jump, like, that was crazy. You got a 9 from me, man, so y'all step it up, man. Round 3 next up. Let's get it.
Peasy comes with it all the time. I'm waiting to see him fall, but I doubt that's going to happen. I mean, his delivery's always there, and the voice that he has is just one of a kind, pretty much. So he can't do too much wrong for me. He had two good lines that I like that Peasy had. It was "Catch you slipping like Russell, I'm MJ." That was a good throwback line. I appreciate that. And then he also brought the new school with this line, "Showing love to the king like the Cavaliers." That was a good line too.
I got a 16 just so I can roll up. Get high on that potent shit. Wolf status in the house like I'm Zach LaVine, I can't miss. Pissed off, the game fucked up. Showing love to a king like the Cavaliers, yeah.
So Peasy ended up getting a 9 for me also.
Alright guys, now we at the end of this video. We're going to put up all the scores, let you know who got who, and then we're going to eliminate one person. So, let's check out these scores. Thank you, Mike G, for being a part of this competition. We really appreciate your participation. What you brought to the table for this competition was bars. That's one thing you brought, and that's one thing none of us can deny. You just brought the bar game. Whether your delivery and flow was real shaky or not, you brought that. I feel like if you wasn't on the beat, you would just completely demolish this competition. But because there's beats involved and we're looking for the best artists, we had to eliminate you. So thank you again for the participation. Good luck on your ventures. This is Q, HBC Entertainment. I'm out.
This was brought to you by HBC Entertainment. I love those hype boys.